Happy Valley Races Wednesday night. We've got it previewed for you right here. Welcome to Racing to Win with the 9-race program coming up at the City Circuit, and we close out with a Class 2 with the races going up in grade along the way. It's a good Class 2 as well. Joined in the studio to see it all, Paul Lally and Tom Wood. And Tom, we're going to go back to Sunday at Sha Tin and California Spangle. They forgot about him in front.
They did, and he was able to get away with an excellent ride from Brenton of Dulla in front, dictating there. Lucky Swain S ended up a long way back, and as too did Beauty Eternal. Did not expect him to get that far back in the run, so that might have changed things a little bit, but well done to Brenton of Dulla for scoring his maiden Hong Kong Group 1 victory. Absolutely, in California Spangle now Dubai bound, all things being equal. Paul Lally joins us as well. Are there jackpots? Hello, Paul.
Yeah, hello, Mark. There is just the one jackpot, 500,000 going into this first double trio. So that's on races 2 and 3. Looks like an even sort of card, doesn't it? There's only one first starter that's raced overseas. That's the only one we've got there tonight.
It is Supersonic. He was known as Supersonic Man before he arrived. He went over the 1,200 metres. Well, coming up on Friday night at Sha Tin is the annual HKIS sale, and last Saturday morning, Paul, the breeze-ups took place out at Sha Tin. Now, this horse working as lot number 4 and worked by itself and went a very impressive time.
Yeah, it was a quick time over the course of the horses that did breeze up. And he's by Zoostar, this horse, and he really hit the line well. So, look, Patcha Theta, I should say, did win on the weekend. Of course, he was the top lot that went through last year's sale, so quite timely there. And Smart Beauty as well won, and I think he was an ISG as well. So a couple of ISGs did win on the weekend.
Yep, that was lot number 4 there, and he breezed up in a time of 10.8. And here are a couple of the bigger horses here turning for home in terms of body weights anyway. And we've always seen the ISG sale very popular with Hong Kong connections here. That the Jockey Club goes off and around the world to all the sales throughout Europe and the Southern Hemisphere, Australia and New Zealand, and purchases these horses and bloodlines for local connections here to invest into. And a deep field, we know they're ever so popular here. He's lot 19 on the outside. He breezed up at a time of 10.8, and lot number 14 there was the Magnus 3-year-old who breezed up at a time of 10.84.
Now, the 3 last lots on Saturday morning, Paul, the ones we've seen, but they were all very, very good.
They were. Those last 2, they're very big horses as well. The big boys over sort of 1250 pounds. So I think they're going to be very popular at the sale when it comes up on Friday night.
It is, and you can see it all on the website, hkjc.com. You'll find the catalogue there to download as well. And 7:45, the sale gets underway as owners try and find their next romantic warrior. We need to move on now to racing. Cameraman's dropped the book. The first race gets underway for meeting 54 on the C course with 9 races. The first race kicking off at 6:40. The 2 races, we preview races 6 and 9, the Class 3 over the 1,200 and the Class 2 over the 1,200 metres. Race number 6. And we've got Raging Blizzard at the top of the book. Last start winner carries an extra £9. Sugar carries an extra 6. Watch Buddy's on a 7-day backup, but he gets a £5 claim this week. Mark Comet has the hood coming off. Captain Wins placed his only time over the 1,200 metres. And down the bottom, Kairos Dragon has been getting closer and closer, and last time ran a length and a quarter 5th behind A Americ to Spec. So just the 9 runners here, Tom, who leads them up.
Yeah, well, Denfield, Mark, can be one of those horses that can lead here, but there doesn't look to be a lot of pace in the race. Raging Blizzard shouldn't be too far away from his stall. Watch Buddy actually got a fair way out of his ground last time out, so we'll see where he ends up, maybe in a trailing position. Watch Buddy was drawn wide last time out, and Viva Graciousness began well last start. Supersonic is the new horse, and Captain Win was back, Paul, but followed the rail.
Yeah, he did, and Kairos Dragon gets back as well. There's no real clear leader, but Denfield has led and won in the past, so I think they'll try and sit up and dictate from the front.
Raging Blizzard was absolutely smashed in betting last time and duly saluted. To see if he can do it again, Nick spoke to his rider, Zach Person.
Zach, Happy Valley coming up on Wednesday night. You've got some really nice rides. One of them is Raging Blizzard in race 6. That was a nice tidy win last time.
Yeah, it was. It was good to see him just get a nice run just off the speed in the race, and I'm sure that helped. The speed was on as well. So he's got into a nice rhythm, but he did a good job.
What I thought was quite noticeable, Zach, was sort of how tractable a horse he is. He seems like a very nice horse to ride, first and foremost.
He is. He's very willing. He's happy to do whatever you want him to do. So You know, if you want him to show speed, he'll do that. If you get in behind, he's happy to follow. So, you know, he's gone inside, outside. He's very uncomplicated.
I mean, overall the race looked impressive, but it was that turn of foot at the end. I mean, he put it to bed quite quickly too, didn't he?
I think the way the race was run obviously helped him. So the speed was there early for him just to sit back and relax, and then when they were getting tired, he just chimed in. So it worked out well for him, and hopefully we get a similar run.
You've had a bit of exposure to him now. I think this will be your 5th ride on him for a couple of wins. Pacifiers last time. You know, it's a difference in the horse since he's had them on?
I haven't. I hadn't sort of ridden him too much in between the first time I won on him, and I jumped on in the start before. We drew wide and went forward, but yeah, maybe it just helps him relax a little bit more. But like I said, he's always been a very tractable horse.
Good gate's going to help as well. We're on the C course, so it being drawn close to the inside always a bonus.
For sure, yeah. So he can just jump and travel where he's comfortable.
And Paul, listening to Zach there, somewhere comfortably, you had him on the speed map outside the leader, and good to slow tempo, that looks a great place to be.
Yeah, it definitely does. He's definitely going to get his opportunity, I think, from there, and he seems to improve. Look, you wouldn't want to take a short price about him, though, because Watch Buddy did beat him fair and square, and Watch Buddy's better in the weights this race.
I think there's like a £5 swing in terms of Watch Buddy in terms of that as well. Yeah, I wouldn't want to take too much of a short price, but he's clearly got all the ability. Just has to carry that top weight, but racing well, he'll put himself there, and I think he'll be right there at the finish.
We focused on the horse, Tom. Let's focus on the jockey now, Zach Purton. Are there winners amongst these rides?
I'm not keen at all on Great Days, to be honest. He looked very flat, I thought, last time out. Definitely Beauty Infinity. He'll be one of the shorter price favourites on the night. Happy Jai, he had a terrible run last time out. He was 3 wide, no cover, so hopefully he gets a more economical time of things this time round. Paul, you're pretty keen on co-partner Prance?
Yeah, he comes out of some strong Chartin form races, and he's only had the one start at Happy Valley. He did run a really good third then, and I think this is a lot easier race, so he's definitely got his chance. Raging Blizzard. Sturdy Ruby's hard to have on a win line, but he's been very consistent on a place line.
Certainly has in Berlin Tango in that last race. He gets an opportunity as well, Berlin Tango, and he is there for Tony Cruz, and he's come up this week, Berlin Tango, with barrier number 3 after a better performance last time out.
They are Zach's rides for the meeting, Paul. We move on now to our first replay, and it features a number of horses in this race. Captain wins Storm Tone, but he's been very, very hard to find here. Denfield hasn't taken the step up to this grade. Viva Graciousness better here, but still needs to improve. And Sugar's been doing really good things. Yeah,
definitely. I'm going to take Sugar and Denfield out of this, because I think Denfield can go to the front, and with no pace in the race, he'll get his opportunity. Sugar's just racing so well. I mean, Captain Win won his second start, and he's 25 starts out now.
Yeah, the key to that win of Sugar was Alfie Chan's ride into the first turn, slotting him in 1 back, 1 out. If he hadn't have got that position, I don't think he would have won. So it was a really good ride from Alfie.
It was, and Alfie has won 4 times on Sugar. Kairos Dragon, Tom, he runs 5th there. He's Denfield again up outside the leader, but there's no colourful Emperor to worry about for Denfield this week.
No, there's not. Kairos Dragon, he wasn't as big as price as he had been in his prior start. He's gone off at 11 to 1 3 starts ago behind Humble Star, but that was quite a while ago. Missed the kick a little bit, made some ground along the inside, but look, I wouldn't want to be getting too carried away on a rating of 61.
Yeah, I didn't put him in the end, because I think he'd be better if he goes down a grade, and if he goes down a grade, I think he's a good chance. It was a good enough run, though, but I think he's going to be a good bet down in grade.
We'll keep an eye out for the downward arrow next to the name of Kairos Dragon. Watch Buddy, Paul, this is only 2 starts ago, because he raced last week. He wins this race, and he carried to victory 129 pounds, so gets in well at the weights compared to what he had last week with 134.
Drawn barrier 1 as well. He's the biggest danger, I think, without a doubt, to Raging Blizzard. Did beat him fair and square 3 starts ago for him when he sort of came from behind him. So look, he meets him £5 better off. I think it's a big chance.
He was just so far back last time out, which is a little unusual for him, and it has been a little tough to make ground at Happy Valley recently. So you'd expect from barrier 1 he'll be right there, and he's a big player if he is.
Angus Chung rides him, and he's hit 30 winners for the season, has Angus. As we head to the trials now, Tom, this is Mark Comet running 2nd. He's only had the 2 starts. He was beaten 2.5 and then 5 last time over the 1,000. Has his first look at 1,200 metres since arriving.
Yeah, so he's never raced over anything anything beyond 1,100 metres overseas prior to arriving. He's been in the market for his 2 runs. For the market expectation for him, he's probably been on the disappointing side. He's trimmed up 18 pounds. The hood's been taken off. A little bit slow out in this trial, and then was held together here, Paul, behind Beauty Ways, but I think jury's out a little bit at the moment.
Yeah, I tend to agree. He'll get his opportunity from 4, but 1,200 is just a little bit of unknown. He's found quite a tough race, this one, I think.
So we've dissected that race as best we can, Paul. There's been cold weather in Hong Kong. It's warmer on the day leading into Happy Valley, but is there a blizzard returning on Wednesday night?
Yeah, I've got him on top, but look, I think Watch Buddy will give him a bit of a race. So 1 and 3, I think that's going to be the Quinella. Just have a look at the prices, see what they come up. Look, Denfield, he's going to try and sprint from the front, and then Sugar, he's hard to leave out. He's in such good form. 1-3-8-2.
1 and 3, my Quinella here as well, with on top in this race, Raging Blizzard. Obviously, he's got more weight to carry here, and as Paul suggested, you wouldn't want to take too much of a short price. He might come up a little on the short side, but I think he's good enough to win it. But Watch Buddy, he'll know he's been at a race when he faces him in the straight. Hopefully, he's a lot closer this time round. Should be from barrier number 1. Captain Win, he'd been trialling okay, and finally brought some of that trial form to the races last start. And Sugar will need a little bit of luck from barrier number 9. 1, 3, 7 and 2.
We're heading to a break now on Racing to Win. After this, the last run reminder, a preview of race number 9, and then all the best bets for Happy Valley on Wednesday night. Welcome back to Racing to Win. The break has just been, and that means one thing. Out of the break, Paul, it's your famous last run reminder segment, but got a trivia question. Where's Nakoni County? Any idea?
No, I don't. Is it Irish? I don't know.
No, I don't think it exists. Just Googled it before. There's no Nakoni County.
There we go. And yeah, because it's an Irish, sort of an Italian name and a county, isn't it? They don't really have counties in Ireland, in Italy, but here he is anyway. We can see him coming down the outside here and finishing off really nicely. Nakoni County. They didn't go quick either in this race, so it was good that he sprinted off a slow pace. He's drawn nicely in barrier number 1. And look, he's won 2 starts ago and backed up with a second. So he's a horse, wherever he may come from, in good form at the moment.
Well, as you failed, we'll have a new contestant on the show next week because Paul has been eliminated. But race 2, number 4, Nakoni County, comes up as the last run reminder. We need to move on to race number 9. Goodfield, it's Class 2 and it's over the 1,200 metres. We've got Seasons Wit at the top of the book with a £5 claim for Angus Chung. Bundle of Charmers placed 3 from 7, course and distance. Class droppers, Majestic Knight, Tomodachi Kokoroe and Beauty Charge. Bonza Perla comes into this grade for the first time. Wonder Kits placed 3 from 4 in this grade. Co-partner Ambition, he's had a great season. 7 starts, 4 wins, 2 seconds. Astrologer with the Shadow Roll Off, and Youthful Deal's best form has all been on the all-weather. Majestic Knight gets that £10 claim, Tom, and can go straight to the front.
Yeah, so there should be good enough for tempo in this race. It'll be just a matter of Alice Wong can rate him well enough for in front. Majestic Knight, Gummy, he'll try and slide across whether he can get in. Tomodachi Kokoroe won't be too far away. Wonder Kit should get a nice run right behind them. Then you've got Beauty Charge and Seasons Wit. Astrologer, Paul, likely to go back from that wide draw.
Yeah, they have been riding him a little bit closer, but all his wins have been when he's been going back. Co-partner Ambition's got a tricky draw, so he might just have to go back. And I don't know where they are with Youthful Deal. I think he'll be back as well.
More from the boys in just a moment. The Cairns Flyer, Tomodachi Kokoroe, runs again at Happy Valley on Wednesday night, and Nick spoke to his trainer, David Hayes.
David Hayes, we go to Happy Valley on Wednesday night, and you're going to run what's fast becoming a bit of a stable star and a fan favourite. Tomodachi Kokoroe back to the races after a big win last time.
Yes, and he's probably got the best barrier he's had for the last couple runs. Karras has ridden him brilliantly and got in from the wide gate, but it won't be as hard today for him because of the gate. But he is going up to the top class with a bit more weight.
He is. We're on the C course again, so I guess obviously where he is drawn, as you say, certainly serves favourably. He's had such a good season, David. Let's just touch on that season so far. I mean, he's won 4, obviously won a nice bonus for his connections. Did you ever expect this horse to do what he's done when you received him?
Look, when you see Cairns form, you tend to worry, I would say. But it's converted very well here, and he did win 5 in a row, so he was a very competitive horse there. And he's settled in here and really thriving, so hopefully there's a little bit more to come as well.
What is it about Happy Valley, do you think, that's sort of really brought out the best in him?
Look, I actually think he'll be just as good at Sha-Tin, but when he started winning there, we left him there because the bonus, and we got it. So after this race, I'd say he'll start coming to Sha-Tin.
Yeah, we look forward to seeing that. It takes on the second and third again, obviously. It does get tougher for him. They put him up £6. But how is the horse in regards to his sort of well-being? How has he been since that win?
I would say his form's the same as last time. And he's got the mare to beat, who looks pretty good on the way up. But, he's always a good benchmark and hard to catch.
His connections, the Taxum Syndicate, they've had a wonderful time with him. I think there was a bit of a celebration, wasn't there, this week, and well-deserved also.
Yeah, they had one last night, and there was 120 people there. And it was a successful night hosted by Apollo and Ian Sham.
There is David Hayes. He actually started his career, Tom, in Victoria, did Tomodachi Kokoroe. Then he made his way miles to North Queensland, was unbeaten up there from about 875 metres to 12 or 1,400 metres. Lands here with very unorthodox form, and David's got the best out of him.
Yeah, and he's gone from a rating of 64 all the way up to 91, and he obviously skipped Class 2 to win in Class 1. He's back here in Class 2, more weight. I think that could be a little bit of an impost on him, Paul, because he didn't win by much last start.
No, he didn't. It's just, has he reached his mark yet? We'll find out on Wednesday night.
Wonder if they thought they were going to get that party after his first few starts here. It took a little while to acclimatise, but can't fault what he's done since.
No, exactly. And credit to David, he's really got the best out of this horse.
Yep. Surely they drink some 4X beer there as they drink in North Queensland to make them feel at home. On we go to Bonza Perla. Now, she's a last start winner, Paul, has drawn barrier number 2 again. Wonder Kit's outside the leader. He's drawn in barrier number 1, and co-partner Ambition's going well.
Yeah, I think all these three are legitimate chances in this race. I like co-partner Ambition. He'll just need a bit of luck from his draw, but he's in career best form at the moment. I think he can win again. He's a 7-time winner here in Hong Kong. Wonder Kit will have a really good run behind him. Bonza Perla, she's really found form.
Yeah, she has. And obviously, co-partner Ambition's got to turn around in the weights this week with Bonza Perla. Really finished off strongly, so he definitely needs to go in despite barrier number 10.
Bonza Perla, Tom, trained by Pierre Rung. There is talk around after the Group 1 on Sunday. Galaxy Patch may line up in the Derby. That will be some story.
Yeah, well, they've thrown that late entry in. I think it might have cost the owners $250 or $260 or something like that to get that late entry into the BMW Derby. So we'll find out what happens with the selections this week and who may ride him, because Karras already has a commitment for the Derby.
He does on Star Mac and Paul. He's gone from 1,000 to 1,400 in 7 days, possibly 2 weeks later, 2,000 metres.
Yeah, look, it's an absolute different layer to come into the Derby. So it's really good. It's a good story, and if he can win it, it'll be fantastic.
For him to do what he did the other day over 1,400 metres, most of us were not expecting that.
Not at all. It was an amazing performance from Galaxy Patch. So the Derby field selection announcement takes place at Happy Valley on Thursday morning. We need to get back to Happy Valley on Wednesday night. Tom, Youthful Deal is very, very hard to have on the turf. What about Gummy Gummy? He's pretty consistent. He has placed around here course and distance too.
Yeah, look, barrier 11 put me off. He's back in trip here as well. Look, he ran well over 1,400 metres last time out without getting carried away, but I think he is a better horse, Paul, at 1,200 metres, but would, again, still prefer to see him on the dirt, to be honest.
Yeah, he's a better horse in the dirt. Barrier 11, I think he's going to be caught wide, and I don't know where they're at with Youthful Deal. He used to be really good on the all-weather, but he's gone off the ball as well, so I can't have any one of these two.
All right, they are out. We move on, Paul, to Season's Wit. Now, we know he burns up Happy Valley, but they've all been around 1,000 metres. Did you like the trial, or would you prefer him over 1,000 metres?
Yeah, prefer him over 1,000. He's got to carry top weight. He does get the little claim with Angus Chung, so £5 come off. He'll still be top weight, though. He still has to carry 130. He's drawn nicely, barrier 3. He's a 4-time winner at Happy Valley. They're all positives, but they're over 1,000.
Yep, they are over 1,000. He's had a couple of trials up at Chung Fa, second to this one. He won a trial up there prior to this, but the bigger weight here, distance, there's a lot of mitigating circumstances, I think, that are going to find him struggling here.
We saw him in the interview with David, Tom, a majestic night, likely leader in the race. Can he give a cheeky side in front here?
Well, he's £15 better off with Tomodachi Kokoroe this time round, considering Alice Wong's on board. But if someone puts some pressure on Alice, will he go a bit quick? I've got a feeling that may happen if Gummy Gummy comes across and can get across up outside the leader. That was my concern around him, Paul.
Yeah, exactly. Look, he's 1 off 86, so with a 91 rating with the 10 pounds, it does give him an opportunity because he's well rated off his best, and he was quite impressive winning 3 starts ago, but his last 2 have just been a little bit below par.
All right, that is a check on Majestic Night. Beauty Charge quickly too. He finished 3rd behind Bundle of Charm and Tomodachi Kokoroe.
Yeah, good run for him. There's a bit of early money for him as well. Hasn't won for a little while, but he's drawn nicely. He's got the informed Brenton Abdullah aboard.
He's got more weight to carry. He's got 127 pounds, and go back and watch his last replay. He got just completely knocked over at the 150 and still actually picked himself up and came again, was beaten by half a length. So didn't mind the runner. I've stuck him in, I think, at the back end of the first 4 here, but he's got more weight to carry. But considering what he overcame last time, that was pretty good.
He's never missed a top 3 finish over the distance of 1,200 metres at Happy Valley, either in 3 goes. Selections, Paul.
Going to go with the 9 co-partner Ambition on top. He's just running so well at the moment, this horse. So I think he can come and win this. So he's on top to beat. Wonder Kid should get the perfect run just in behind. Tomodachi Kokoroe has been going so well, but he might have just reached his peak. And Bonds a Pearler in there for 4th. 9,847.
On top for me is horse number 8, and that is Wonder Kid with a nice weight this time round and a good draw. He should get every chance. He did have every chance in the trail last time out behind Bonza Perla, but that was with 135. He's got 121 this time round. In for second is number 9, co-partner Ambition. Closed strongly at the end of his race last time out. He's been in good form, as to his Bundle of Charm. He's off a career high mark now. His Bundle of Charm 92 after running second, only just narrowly beaten by Tomodachi Kokoroe, and in for 4th is Beauty Charge. He's actually 11 pounds worse off here with Tomodachi Kokoroe. Came again late last time out after being knocked over. 8, 9, 2 and 5.
That is a look at race number 9, and we've seen 2 races on the show, races 6 and 9. You can indeed see all of the races on the website, hkjc.com. Click on audio and video. Near the end of the show now, Paul, we need your best bet, please.
Going to go with a horse called co-partner Prance, who comes up earlier in the card, race number 4 for him. Now, this horse has been running in some pretty strong form races at Sha Tin, and he's been wide. He was wide most of the way here. You can see him finishing off this race quite nicely. He just in behind the eventual winner, which was Chateau Neuf. He's running around on the weekend, and he looks pretty good here. He's still running second at this stage or third, and he just gets swamped late, but stayed on nicely enough. So I think with this coming back to Happy Valley, he's had 1 run here, ran 3rd, and it was a good run. Moments and times, win to the 4-year-old series didn't work for him. He's got a 10-pound claim and he likes to lead. So if he can lead them along in front, coming back to Happy Valley, see, look at his record there, 6 starts, 1 second. That was at Happy Valley. So hopefully he can do it here over the 1,800 metres. And the play we're going to do Hoss, which has been downgraded, Kilindini, and the very consistent Super Eagle QQP in race 5.
Best Me comes up in race 8. It's number 7, Unicorn for Casper Founds and Luke Ferraris. He's a 4-time winner, and here he is from back in the field last time here at Happy Valley, which hasn't exactly been the place to be at recent Happy Valley meetings, but made good ground. His stablemate was eventually able to win the race on the inside, and that was June Planet. So I think he can return to winning ways. He's had a great season so far, has M Unicorn, so he's lining up for Ferraris and Founds. The value runner is Great Achiever for Jerry Chow, race 4, number 5. Had a few things go against him last time out. It's only lightly tried, having start number 5 Wednesday night is Great Achiever. And the play in the one of the later events on the program, race 8, Turin Mascot, M Unicorn and Escape Route. I think he's quite well handicapped for this assignment, is Escape Route.
He is indeed, and he's trialled quite well leading into it. Also, best bet race 9, number 8, Wonder Kit is going to get a great run on the C course in the final race. Andre Razzini on board him. Race 7, number 9, Brave Witness, chased home Cordyceps 1 2 starts ago. Had a wider draw since, better draw on Wednesday night. And the play race 9, 2, 8 and 9, Bundle of Charm, Wonder Kit, and the informed co-partner Ambition. Diary check for what is coming up in Hong Kong. No Sunday racing this week. We're off to Sha Tin on Saturday afternoon with Trackside Live from 12:30. And back to Happy Valley, of course, next Wednesday night, as well as we are on this Wednesday night, Tom, for what should be a great night of racing.
Yep, make sure you get out to Happy Valley if you're here in Hong Kong. There's plenty of atmosphere down there, and a good meeting coming up on Sunday as well, or Saturday, I should say, with Blue Marlin going around.
There is indeed, and thanks to Paul as well. But we need to fly, and we'll see you for the first at Happy Valley at 6:40.